This overlooked Orange County, California city could be the place for you. Let's get started with a guide to Fullerton, California. So here we are in Orange County, California, and let's talk about a little city that I think sometimes gets overlooked by people, but it's actually a very popular city for your clients, right, Sean? Especially people who have to work in Los Angeles, and that is Fullerton.
Yeah, that's not actually that little, too.
Yeah, it's actually a large city, right? Population over 150,000.
About 150, a little slightly below,
okay.
Depending on the census here, but in the vicinity of 150.
Yeah, so you want to just give a little talk about Fullerton, why your clients like it, and what kind of city it actually is?
Yeah, so what I like about Fullerton a lot, or at least what my clients especially like a lot about Fullerton, is that it's right on the LA County border, right? So what's nice is that because let's be real, Orange County, while amazing for jobs and everything, LA is just a monster, right? I mean, it's a huge county, a huge population. So you have Los Angeles right here, and it's not just Los Angeles, right? Like the ports, like there's so much going on in LA County itself that people find. What I find is that people want to live behind the orange curtain, live the orange lifestyle, but they, let's say they have to live in LA. So how do you do that? They have to work in LA. Yeah, that's right. They have to work in LA. And so sometimes people will reach out to me saying, well, I kind of like South Orange County, right? They want to live down here. And you're going, yeah, I mean, it's nice. But at the same time, there are alternatives because that drive, that's a long drive. I mean, that's to get to Fullerton and then continue that on, right? So it's just a long drive from South Orange County. So what we find is that people go, okay, how can I have the best of both worlds, right? Like a relatively short commute, again, this is by Southern California standards, as well as, again, living that Orange County lifestyle. So lo and behold, Fullerton has become a really popular destination from that perspective because, again, you're right there. And also Fullerton, what's nice about it is that it's not just, if we actually expand this map out a little bit further, you can kind of see how centrally located you are for all of Orange County. All of Southern California. I mean, this is a nice straight shot to, if some people need to work in the Inland Empire. Some people need to work in the City of Commerce and just kind of going this route or that route it's almost itself the center of Southern California in of itself, but you get to live in Orange County, which is really nice because the Orange County border is right around, it's kind of weird. It's going right around here. So before we continue, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Sean Dazad.
And I'm Courtney Dazad.
And we're licensed realtors here in the state of California. And if you're watching this channel, you might be thinking, wow, Sean, I love Orange County. I love the blue skies. I love the perfect weather. I can't wait to move here now. The problem is I'm not local, and maybe out of state, and maybe even out of the country, so I don't know what to do. And I totally get that. That's why to reach out to us so we can have that conversation, be your boots on the ground. We can do virtual tours, not just the properties, but the neighborhoods as well. But we really need that conversation first to really understand specifically what you're looking for. So what you want to do is you want to give us a call or shoot us a text.
Yes, that number is a cell phone, so you can call us or text us, or you can use WhatsApp if you're outside the country. Yeah, so Fullerton borders parts of La Mirada, which is a city in Los Angeles County.
Or Cerritos as well is right there.
Yeah.
Norwalk is right there. So you're really close to a lot of places. And again, so from a geographic perspective, it's really, it's a very compelling location, to say the least.
Yeah, for sure. Even for people that maybe, their partner might work in Irvine, but then they work in Los Angeles, it's a kind of happy medium for a lot of people. So that's another... So you're kind of, have access to not only Orange County jobs, but LA jobs as well.
Yeah, and also, let's just be real. Anaheim is another major, job hub, and Fullerton's right next door to it. So you can live in Fullerton while working in Anaheim. So you have not just a Los Angeles and Inland Empire options, but even Anaheim is right next door as well.
Yeah, and another thing about Fullerton that I think people like, and, I had a boss that lived in Fullerton, and we all worked in Irvine, and he didn't want to move to Irvine. He liked Fullerton because he thought that Fullerton had more charm than Irvine. That's actually one of the things people don't like about Irvine. Yeah, they think it's just every master plan community is a different shade of beige, and Fullerton has a lot more charm. It has a really cute downtown. It's got, a fun music scene. It's got a lot of homes that are very different, very eclectic. So I think that's one thing that people like about Fullerton.
Yeah, Fullerton's a little bit of everything. So you have stuff that, if you're looking for large lots, they do offer, again, depending on where you are. So again, it's a good-sized city, right? So with a good sized city, you're going to have a lot of variation. You're going to have small condos. You're going to have some beat up properties. You're going to have some mansions. You're going to have a little bit of everything in a city of that kind of population.
Yeah.
And so what's nice about Fullerton is that, again, you kind of, depending on what you're looking for, you can find it. You have good sized parks. You have, it's also pretty hilly in certain spots where you can have views as well. So it kind of has a little bit of everything. And actually, they even have a nice downtown.
Yes, they do. Yeah, so just zooming in here, here is the downtown area of Fullerton, which is super cute. Yeah, I mean, obviously Sean and I, we're like the most boring people alive, so we don't really go there, but it does have nightlife, you know, Orange County nightlife. It has good restaurants.
It has a cheese shop.
It has a really nice Let It Brie, really nice cheese shop. So yeah, it's just kind of like a cool, hip place to be, I'd say.
Yeah, and a decent size, like, you know, for an older kind of downtown. Again, that's not for certainly my Orange County perspective. So it does have a nice downtown area, which I get a lot of people actually that do want a downtown. So Fullerton definitely does offer that. Plus, you know, Fullerton, what it does have too is it has a major university actually in Southern California, that being Cal State Fullerton. Yeah,
so Cal State Fullerton is the, you know, second huge university that Orange County has. UC Irvine is one, Cal State Fullerton is the other.
And Chapman is like third.
But that's a private university, and that is a private school. It's much smaller. I mean, these are huge. I mean, I think Cal State Fullerton, what does it have, like 65,000 students or something? Like, it is like
it's
huge.
Big, yeah.
It is a large university.
And it's a Cal State, so it's more affordable than a UC school. Like, you know, UC Irvine is a UC, so it's a bit more expensive than a Cal State school.
Yeah.
So Cal State Fullerton is a fantastic option. You have tons of sports. That's what you're interested in. Obviously, a ton of programs as far as, you know, university type programs.
Yeah, for sure. And we should also talk about how close Fullerton is. So if you are in the healthcare industry, not only does it have a large healthcare plaza itself, but it's close to Orange. So you want to circle Fullerton and then just show where Orange is. So Orange has a huge, large healthcare park.
Several hospitals actually in Orange.
Yeah, including Children's Hospital of Orange County. At least the main campus is in Orange. So
UCI Medical Center.
UCI Medical Center. It has the Providence, you know, healthcare group. So yeah, there's tons of medical in this area as well. So
yeah, and again, and also what's nice about Fullerton, depending on what you like or don't like, is that Orange County is kind of known as HOA Central. Tons of homeowners association communities, right? So some people will really hate HOAs.
Yeah.
And so what Fullerton does offer, because it is a more established city in Orange County, it does, you know, there's a lot of opportunity not to avoid HOAs if that's what you're wanting to avoid there, because it obviously does additional layer of oversight, as well as obviously you have monthly dues as well.
Yeah, and then do you want to talk about the pricing of Fullerton? Because I actually find the pricing in Fullerton is surprisingly, you know, good value, I would say. I mean, certainly you can get very expensive homes in Fullerton, but...
For sure. So let's go for it. So the median home price in Fullerton itself is about 1.22 million at the time of this recording, and this is all home types. This is single family residences, condominiums, townhomes, that whole thing. And it's been on a bit of an upswing. I can attest to that. Fullerton, people have really zeroed in on Fullerton being a really desirable place to live. And again, because you have huge variation, right? You definitely have stuff that's far cheaper than this, and you have stuff that's far more expensive as well, because some of these homes have lots of land, you know, like half acre plus, large homes and that kind of thing. And then when you're comparing Fullerton to the median home price of Orange County, it's right about the same. So it's about median, you know, very similar median sales price, I mean, you know, within an earshot. So very, very close. So it compares very favorably to the general Orange County area, because a lot of people really do like Fullerton a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I did say at the beginning that it is overlooked sometimes, but I feel like the news is getting out. I mean,
my clients have definitely seen that. Yeah, we've seen a lot of people flock to Fullerton and see these these homes, and they go, yeah, these are some pretty nice homes. And again, what's nice too is that depending on where you are, let's say you do work, if you're a professor or whatever, you do work at Cal State Fullerton, it's right there. I mean, there's a lot of nice homes right next to it.
Yeah, and then if you're interested in the school districts of Fullerton, that one, it really just depends on where you live, because actually 8 school districts serve Fullerton.
Yeah, it gets a little confusing.
It does get a little confusing, but Fullerton is home to some very highly ranked high schools in the Fullerton Joint Union High School District. Gets an A+ according to niche.com, yeah.
So Sunny Hills is like ranked very highly, as well as of course Troy. Troy is one or two given, at like ranking depending on the year, right? So it is. A lot of people will find this surprising. They think that Irvine schools are the best, which they're great. I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from them. And their crown jewel is University High School. With Troy, many times actually ranks higher than that.
Right now it's number 2 in California.
And I'm sure that's the one that's in the actual very niche public high school, right? I mean, for if we're thinking the ranking, like Orange County was at School of the Arts. I'm sure it's actually number 1.
That's in California.
Oh wow. Oh, sorry. I always thought that I misread. I thought that was Orange County.
Yeah, so right now, I guess Troy High School is number 2. I mean, of course, what do these rankings mean anyways, but...
It's good, right? It's directionally good.
So Troy, and unsurprisingly, it's right next to Cal State Fullerton, University High School in Irvine, right next to UCI. I mean, I don't know if you see a pattern here.
Yeah, and then again, if you look at it, what's number 1, whenever it's a niche school like that, I kind of like. I don't know why it's lumped in with the other ones, because Troy is just a high school, right?
Yeah, it's just like a large high school. Yeah, although they do have a STEM-based magnet program.
Of course, but it's within Troy, right?
Yeah,
it's not like, sure. So it's long story short, it's rated really highly. But as you were mentioning, there's several different school districts in Fullerton, so it depends on kind of where you are. So that's when to reach out to us, because we can really narrow that down for you specifically, depending on what you're looking for, to make sure that you're in, let's say, the school district that you want to be. But having said that, this is my normal disclaimer about schools. It's a very subjective measure as far as that's concerned, where just because it's rated high doesn't necessarily mean it's the best school for everyone, right? Yeah. So that's where it's very personalized, depending on what you're looking for your aspiring young pupil, where maybe, depending on what their focus is or what's important to them. Fullerton school, like particular schools could be great or not so great. So that's why you want to, again, talk to the school administrators, talk to parents of pupils in those schools to make sure that, again, as much as possible, it's the right fit for you at the end of the day. And remember, we are licensed realtors here in the state of California. So as much as we love making these videos, what we love more is to help you with your real estate needs. So whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, what you want to do is you want to give us a call or shoot us a text.
Yes, that number is a cell phone, so you can call us or text us, or you can use WhatsApp if you're outside the country.